Greetings and salutations, viewers, and happy Halloween! That's right, I'm coming to you with a special Halloween retro toy review episode. What kind of retro toy review you're asking that I can do for Halloween? Well, actually 3 toys from the same toy line. When I got these in, I thought, yes, these have to be a Halloween-themed review because they're awesome. Not because of what they are, but they look awesome. You could buy these toys today if you wanted to, and they would just be just as good. What I'm talking about, these things are large and in charge. I am going to review the 3 beasts, the 3 monsters from the 80s show, The Inhumanoids. Tendril, Metlauter, and Decompose. Decompose last because he's perfect for Halloween. I'm going to start off with Tendril. And right here, this is Tendril. Now what makes the Inhumanoid toy line awesome is they have light piping. Everything has light piping. But this is Tendril. He is rather awesome. Posability, his tails, yes, he does have 2 of them, are jointed, his legs are jointed, and his arms are jointed, and these things are awesome. Like the Mr. Bacon, these are got wires in them, so you could do the wire. They're just plastic with wire in them. But because this is so old, I'm not going to do that, because these things, if that breaks, you lose all posability in here. His head will rotate just like that. But he is awesome. He controls he's like a plant type monster. Kind of resemblance to Marvel's Man-Thing. Let's go on to the next one. The next one is Metlauter. Metlauter is this dude. Look at him. Isn't he purty? Metlauter controls lava creatures and stuff like that, stone creatures, as Tendril controls plants. He has a little bit more posability. As you can see here, he does have a pivoting head, light piping through the horn into the teeth. His arms are on kind of a ball joint, which was kind of unique for 80s toys. He's got the leg articulation, plus his hands can rotate. And that's actually really cool. I mean, detail-wise, a lot of paint detail and a lot of molded in detail also. But I just love the look at this guy. I mean, you would freak out if you saw this thing coming at you in Halloween. That'd actually make a really cool costume. So that is Metlauter. And finally, the perfect creature for Halloween. Decompose. Yes, this is Decompose, and Decompose is awesome. And unlike the 2 other figures, he does have posability in the arms, no posability here in the wrist. He's got limited leg articulation, and he does have his head does rotate. Plus, his light piping goes to there into this front snout here. But if you notice the rib cage, there's 2 little levers back here. His rib cage can open, and he could actually store, hold people inside of his rib cage. Now, Decompose had a unique ability. He could touch somebody and say, "Decompose!" and they would turn into a monster. They would also grow. He was like the worst of them, and the evilest one. Now, what makes this guy unique is if you can find him on eBay, if you can find him with the tuft of hair here, go for it, because a lot of times you'll find that tuft of hair missing. And to actually have it there on him is actually pretty good. This toy line actually came out in '86. So this toy line is over 20 years old. A lot of it dealt with rubber bands. I'm serious. A lot of the figures had rubber bands in them. Like G.I. Joe rubber bands. So if one breaks, it's kind of a problem. But you actually have 3 of these things. Now, what makes these things unique in the show, they were freaking giant. So, and they were the 3 monsters that they had to deal with, and Decompose would turn other just normal people into monsters. But there you go. 3 monsters for Halloween. I hope you enjoy. But this is Cybertron X, wishing you a happy Halloween.